What's up, guys? It's Avery, your Florida real estate expert. I wanted to talk about my trip to Michigan with you all. It's going to be about the trip that I went to tour one of the lenders that we work with. This lender, and guys, they are phenomenal. They are a major machine behind being able to provide you guys with the best home loan options. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the video.
So let's get started. Guys, I woke up super early that morning. It was like 4:30 a.m., but I got a lot done and I was off. So after I did my housework, then, it was off to go to run some errands before. Had to stop at Wally World to go grab some last minute items just because, you have to be safe versus sorry. And then I headed over to my dad's house where I was, taken to the airport. So let me just say, guys, that this lender is the number one lender in the nation for home mortgage providers and purchases for the last year straight. And the purpose to go to this trip was to learn about the resources that they provide, right? So we did what they call the success track. And ultimately, it's to build ourselves and our business on how we can help our clients have a better experience together. So with their experiences, they want to give direct access to processors to ensure that you get a personable service throughout the entire process. Now here you can tell that we had some weather issues going on our way out, but nevertheless, they did end up clearing up and we had a smooth takeoff. And what you guys will see that I ended up watching Karate Kid. So this is actually my first time flying JetBlue too. And let me just say, I might be hooked, y'all. But back to the lenders. So the lender is called UWM, or United Wholesale Mortgage. And again, one of the main things that they also like to provide is efficiency. So they have a just phenomenal responsiveness, right? So they respond to all calls and emails. And then the brokers that you work with, they actually are giving like account executives, right? You get your own personal underwriting team and closers. And ultimately what they do is they provide a cheaper, faster, easier mortgage experience that is usually done within 19 days compared to the average 43 days in the industry. So they're really big on tech as well, guys. So they're a technology-driven industry, and UWM has developed tools for the mortgage brokers and clients, such as like Blink Plus, which is a tool to simplify the application process over a 24-hour day span. And that is also used throughout the entire process so that you are able to monitor and track your loan. They also have their UWM In Touch, which is a mobile app, which is helped you ultimately manage the loan from your phone. And it's amazing, guys. So I love the place that they had us staying. Although it was a hotel, it felt like an apartment complex. So that was like the courtyard, and it was beautiful. The weather was so beautiful. It was like maybe 78, 75 degrees. So perfect day for Florida. And it was amazing. So that was actually my first time in Michigan. We were in Pontiac, Michigan, which I had never been. But that night, they also treated us to this place called The Hub. And ultimately, we did some foot bowling, where you throw a football and you hit the bowling pins. It was very fun. We got really competitive, and they just treated us to a nice meal as well. So we had a very good time. And then the next day it was on to the tour of the facility and getting that education. So some things that I learned were about the temporary rate buy downs. They definitely have this, like, if you ever had a Tony Robbins experience, they have this event, they have this auditorium type setting where you sit down, they give you the motivation, they give you the sales statistics for the week or for the month, and you just go over a lot of good things about what's going on in the market and how to, kind of build yourself up in business. So we learned about temporary rate buy downs, where you can buy down your rate for about 1 to 2 years and then lock it in at a different rate that is more suitable for you as a client, as well as just other ways that they can help, right? They help with credit because they have their own in-house credit repair system. They also help with things like just being able to, get you co-borrowers, and they just have multiple different programs that honestly, if I were to talk about it all, guys, this video would go on forever. So I'm definitely going to let you guys enjoy just the rest of the vlog to go ahead and check it out. But ultimately, the experience was phenomenal. This place was like a campus. It was like you were walking in a college, and they had all these little spaces, which throughout the process of the video I will go ahead and explain that to you. So I will go ahead and let you guys watch the rest, and I hope you enjoy. So after their sales rally and they get you all pumped up for the day, we went to the main building, right, where we sat down and we did our training. And guys, if you didn't know, UWM was the #1 mortgage lender and mortgage purchaser in the United States. But guys, this campus was huge. They call it a campus because it's a place of learning and growing and development. But also it does, like their whole thing, like this is the power behind UWM, right? The people who are providing these mortgages. Like this place was just immaculate. It was beautiful. And you wouldn't think that this is a place where people come and work. But yes, we sat down, we did our training. It was a full day thing. So we sat down for training for about, I would say, between 4 to 6 hours. They gave us food, they gave us snacks. Like they literally pampered us. Like they were very hospitable. But I want to show you guys, like, these buses literally come and take people from different locations and bring them to the building, right? Which I thought was just beautiful, because if you like have issues with transportation, they can help you out with that, right? They are literally all about providing service. And one thing that I also loved is that they provided free fruit. Like, say you left lunch or you just need like a little pick me up snack, like you have free fruit there. That was like one of my favorite things. So after we ate lunch and we sat down a little bit longer, then we got the tour of the facility. This is where we were all going on our tour, and they always have like their 6 pillars up in regards to their company. But guys, when I say like this place, like they make it so that you don't have to leave, right? They have a grocery store in there. They have restaurants. They have dining. They have little places like that where you can go lounge if you want to take a nap, if you need to shut your eyes, if you need to just like calm down from the day. They have all these areas. So this is one of their processing areas. So one thing I love about UWM is that you will always speak to a human being. Always speak to a human being, because they have the staff there to be able to fulfill that promise, right? And the place is huge. Like we only toured really just like one section and one portion of another section. But this place was huge. We didn't even scratch the surface of how large the facility was. So as we're walking through, they're kind of just, we're waving at the people, we're watching them work, and they're kind of introducing us to everybody. But for the most part, like it was just breathtaking, because it was like, wow, like this is the machine powering UWM. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the actual tour just so that you guys can see. So this was also one of my favorite areas. This is what they call the Innovation Lounge, but it was literally just a bunch of chairs with Xboxes. We were joking saying like, oh, this is their write-off. So it was really nice. Like this place also had a fully equipped gym. Where we're walking into right here is literally their basketball area. So they have a full-on basketball court, really nice. And again, other areas where you can work, right? So say you want to switch up the area that you want to work in. You don't just want to work at your desk. All right, well, go into the gym area and, go watch them play basketball while you make your calls. So after we left the basketball area, we went across that big skyway bridge that was over that connected one building to the next. And it's a nice walk, but it was really cool. We went through the skyway bridge, up over the road, and we went to the other side of the facility. And on the other side of the facility, as soon as you come downstairs, they have like this little arcade basketball hoop and like some arcade games and another grocery little mini market where they also have this little truck. I loved the truck. I told you guys the free fruit was big for me because normally they're handing out, like chips or anything like that, but they want you to be in a positive state of mind when you're here and when you're working and when you're talking to people. They even have their own branded items, guys. It was really cool. But they want you in the right state of mind and in positivity, that, they give out this fruit. That's why they give out the fruit. And here you will see me helping myself to a piece of fruit because of the simple fact that it came in handy. And that apple was actually really good. It was actually really, really good. So this was pretty much like the conclusion of the tour. After that, we went to a happy hour. So it wasn't really like a happy hour. It was more so just like a, hey, these are some finger foods. They did have an open bar, but I was more so focused on the food because it was absolutely amazing. It was so, so yummy. Like that salmon was so good. I don't eat meat that often, but that salmon was on point. And they also had this beautiful dessert table, which I did try multiple desserts, guys, and it was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I indulged while I was out there, but after that, the next day we had to get up super, super early to get back home to Florida. Our flights got all mixed up, but nevertheless, we endured through. We went and had some breakfast, all of us together. Like, we literally, it took us forever to get like our flight situations taken care of.
So in the long run, we ended up flying into Tampa and driving back home to Orlando. I apologize. It was actually this really cool pink flamingo in the middle of the airport. It was actually really cool, but nevertheless, it was an amazing trip, an amazing experience. I learned a lot, and my goal is to hopefully continue to grow and learn with you all, with this company that I'm with, and expand my business to heights I've never seen before. So, thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Peace.